us a little bit about your journey back to the truth and beauty of the Catholic faith.
Thank you for the question. It's a long question and it's a long answer, but I can try to do it in a couple minutes. As a child, I was baptized. I was confirmed, and was brought up in a semi-Catholic church, and I always knew the Catholic Church was a true church. I was confirmed, baptized, and at 18 years old, I left to the military, and I was at a young age. First time leaving home, and the Iraq and Afghanistan war started, and my mom prayed and prayed and prayed every single day for me. They would do the rosary. They would never stop praying. My mom, my mother, and my grandmother, every single day. Yet, I still fell away from the church. Inside, I knew it was wrong, things I was doing sometimes. I knew that God was giving me wings the very first time I committed a mortal sin at 18 years old. I still remember that sin. And it was full separation. I felt like there were so many tugs before that the actual event happened. And when it happened, I could see now, 20 years later, where it led me to. Because nothing good follows mortal sin. But yet my mother's continued to pray and pray and pray. Fast forward 2018 now, no, I'm sorry, 2013, because I went to the military in 2004, 2013, I'm married. I have a child. And I marry someone who's not baptized. I marry someone outside the Catholic Church. And I can see, and did not marry in the Catholic Church as well. I was married at a winery. And I can see in the pictures now the sadness my mom had in her face, in my grandmother's face. How in my opinion, I felt like I fully said, I don't need Christianity no more. It wasn't like a 180 flip, but it was a slow process the devil was working on me. It was with that first mortal sin. I'm married now, 5 years. I'm almost going to be 30. And I'm out of the military going to school. And I'm lost. I'm really lost. I was trying to make a career out of the military, do 20 years. I was only did 10 years. Somehow, something happened where, I had decided to get out of the military. I had a child and a wife. And I wanted to go to school. And I fell into deeper sin. My mom knew, I think, deep down inside. And she continued to pray and pray. And she would always send me videos of Patrick Madrid or Jesse Romero or Tim Staples or all these testimony of strong men who were Catholic. Very strong men. Because I don't blame anybody in my family, but I didn't have that strong Catholic male role model in my family. My dad was not baptized Catholic. He is now, thank God. It took him a long time too, almost 30 years, but he was there. My mom continued to pray for him. He was baptized. Anyway, so my mom kept sending me these videos of these Catholic apologists, and I did not like them. I listened to them on the way to school, and everything they said I disagreed with. Contraception, sex before marriage, alcoholism, drugs, everything. And I really believe that God gave me a wink. And it's because of my mother's prayers. Every single day she prays for me. He gave me a wink one night when I was sleeping. I don't want to get too deep into it, but I was sleeping and I was about to go to sleep. And I was looking at the crucifix in my room that my mom gave me my grandma gave me for confirmation in 2001. And I was hanging in my apartment, in my room with my wife. And it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And I just fell into this black abyss hole. more things happened. But nonetheless, from that very point, I had to choose my life, my like my mind became clearer. I say this all the time: to be Catholic is to see the whole world different, not a few things different. And since I was learning about the faith the last 2 years, my mom was sending me those videos, so I started doing an investigation about the true church and reading a lot of literature and books. And I had to choose: are you in or are you out? It wasn't like a gradual, like, falling in love with the faith. I knew that it was the truth. It was, are you going to live for me or live for the world, basically? And it was hard. I finally said, okay. And from there on, next day I told my wife, we need to get married in the Catholic Church. And she's not even Catholic. She's like, what are you talking about? We need to baptize our child. Why? What's going on? Because remember, she didn't marry me as a Catholic. I was just a Catholic on paper. It was because my mother's prayer that to this day I really do truly believe. Because she's never stopped giving up. Are all her kids perfect? No. But she does not stop praying. She will never give up on her children. Today, I study the faith daily. I have 4 children. There's a big gap between my first child and my second child because of sin, contraception. Now I have a 12-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a newborn. And I'm about to turn 40, so who knows what's next. It is very important in a Catholic home for a father to be the leader, provider, and protector. For our community, our Catholic faith to thrive, we need men to lead, provide, and protect, not just spiritually, but physically, to not get complacent in this world. Men need to lead their family in prayer. Men need to be the ones to get their family ready for Mass. Men need to be the ones and the role models to show their children how to pray, especially their young men, their young boys if they have boys. It's not saying that men are better than women. They just have different offices, different roles. That's it. But men need to take accountability of the God-given authority that God gave them. Because when men die, when anybody dies, God's going to ask you, what did you do with the authority, the God-given authority I gave you? And I want to be able to answer him. I did everything possible to get my family to heaven. Everything possible to get my wife to heaven. And it's not easy, because the devil is going to attack you the closer you get to God. Because the devil is not going to waste his time on somebody he already has. So the more closer men get to the truth, which is the Catholic Church, the more the devil will attempt to attack the family. And men have that authority to protect and bless their homes. Women have the heart of the home, the love of the home. And I truly believe that the words I'm saying right now is because my mother's prayers, my grandmother's prayers, because her authority over me, over my heart to truly love. And just because I'm here now doesn't mean I can't fall into sin. I can. So I have to make sure that I stay ready, spiritually fit, and not complacent, because complacency kills. So that's a really short brief of why I'm back in the faith. I want to say thank you, and that's it.
Thank you, Andrew.